Oxygen. Without it, our cells would die. Diffusion is the process of transferring oxygen to cells in the body, providing the necessary tools to convert glucose to adenosine triphosphate, or ATP, the energy molecule. When we breathe, the higher concentration of oxygen in the air creates a gradient, helping to remove carbon dioxide from the body and supplying it with life-giving oxygen. This man is standing in the frigid heights of the Himalayas. At an elevation of over 8,800 meters, and without having undergone the process of acclimatization, his body is beginning to undergo some changes that will help him compensate for the lack of oxygen. In this low of an oxygen concentration, his blood contains more carbonic acid, lowering its pH and triggering a response by the brain to breathe faster. This action is an attempt to collect more oxygen from the environment. If the amount of oxygen delivered to his cells cannot normalize, his brain will attempt to acclimatize, alerting the kidneys to create more erythropoietin, or EPO, a hormone which signals red bone marrow to generate more red blood cells. With this increase in his red blood cell count, he is able to collect more oxygen from the environment, normalizing the oxygen concentration in his blood. When he returns to lower altitudes, this effect does not wear off immediately. Instead, his blood can maintain elevated concentrations of oxygen for up to 2 weeks. During this time, his athletic performance is increased, allowing his muscles to convert glucose to ATP for longer periods of time. This helps stave off fatigue and improves his muscular performance. It is no surprise, then, that athletes have used this process to their advantage by training at high elevations or by sleeping in altitude tents which deprive the occupant of oxygen and kickstart their red blood cell production. It is also no surprise that other athletes have used this process to cheat. By injecting themselves with recombinant erythropoietin, some have increased their red blood cell count artificially, and at great risk. Misuse of recombinant EPO can lead to grim health risks associated with thickening blood. This includes heart disease, stroke, cerebral or pulmonary embolism, and even autoimmune diseases. It has become such an issue, in fact, that the World Anti-Doping Agency has banned its use in athletic competition since the early 1990s. There are some diseases which are parallel to the usage of artificial EPO. One such disease is polycythemia, which is a bone cancer characterized by the red bone marrow's overproduction of red blood cells. Using the treatment of this disease, we can explore possible treatments from the misuse of recombinant EPO injections. These treatments include aspirin to thin the blood and prevent clotting, hydroxyurea to suppress the blood's ability to generate new blood cells, and even removal of some blood from the body. There is also the consideration of diseases which may benefit from the increase in red blood cell production. One such case is anemia. Anemia is a disease characterized by a lack of sufficient hemoglobin or red blood cell production. With this thinner blood, it is difficult to maintain healthy levels of diffusion, causing a lack of oxygen needed to maintain proper functioning of the organs and other cells. The use of EPO in this case may prove to be useful. increasing red blood cell production to normalize oxygen concentrations in the body. While the body has advanced mechanisms by which it maintains homeostasis, they can sometimes fail and cause disease. In others, they can be taken advantage of and repurposed. And still in others, they can be misused and abused to the point of complications. Whatever the case, study has given us a fascinating look into the body and made us aware of the beautiful complexities that lie within. Join us next time as we analyze the world of plant and animal physiology in A Look Inside.